Why does teen money disappear so fast? Because most teens do not actually have a money problem. They have a money leak problem. The cash comes in, gets used a little at a time, and somehow vanishes before the week even ends. And the frustrating part is, it usually does not disappear on one big purchase. It disappears in tiny ways. A snack here, a ride there, a random app payment, a quick order, a just this once moment. Then suddenly the wallet is empty again. In this video, I'm going to break down the real reasons teen money disappears so fast, how to spot the leaks, and what to do so your money actually lasts longer. The first reason is simple. Small spending feels harmless. When you spend a little amount, your brain treats it like nothing serious. One drink, one snack, one low-cost item, one small online purchase. It does not feel like a big decision, but that is exactly why it is dangerous. A few small purchases do not feel painful in the moment, so people repeat them. And when the week is over, they look at their money and wonder where it all went. That is why small spending is one of the biggest traps. It does not look dangerous until you add it all up. Here's a simple example. Imagine you spend a small amount on food, another small amount on a ride, then a little more on an app, then one more thing because you are bored. None of it feels dramatic, but together, it quietly eats your money. That is how money disappears, not with one giant explosion, with tiny leaks. The second reason is boredom spending. A lot of teen spending is not even about need, it is about mood. You are bored, so you scroll. You are tired, so you order something. You see something cool, so you buy it. You are with friends, so you spend more than planned. You are having a bad day, so spending feels like a quick fix. That is not a money strategy. That is emotional spending. And emotional spending is sneaky because it feels justified in the moment. You tell yourself it is fine. You tell yourself you deserve it. You tell yourself it is not that much. But if every mood gets a purchase attached to it, your money is going to disappear very fast. The third reason is that most teens do not track their money. This is where the real problem gets worse. If you do not know how much money is coming in, how much is going out, and what it is going out on, your money can vanish without you noticing. And a lot of people do not track because it feels boring. It feels too serious. It feels like something adults do. But here is the truth. If you do not track your money will track you. That sounds dramatic, but it is real. You cannot control what you never look at. If you do not check where your cash is going, you are basically hoping your spending behaves itself on its own. And money does not do that. The fourth reason is the "I'll fix it later" mindset. This one is very common. You spend a little too much, then you say, "I will save later." You buy something unnecessary, then you say, "I will stop next week." You break your budget, then you say, "I'll make it up somehow." The problem is, later never comes as cleanly as you think it will. When you keep pushing the fix into the future, the habit gets stronger. Then your money keeps disappearing, and the cycle repeats. That is why small bad money habits are dangerous. They do not feel serious until they become a pattern. The fifth reason is easy access. This is a big one. Money leaves faster when spending is easy. One tap, one click, one quick payment, one saved card, one buy now button, no time to think. That makes it very easy to lose control. When spending feels instant, your brain does not get a chance to ask, "Do I actually need this?" It just reacts. That is why digital spending can feel invisible. You do not physically see the cash leaving your hand, so it does not feel real, but it is real. And that is why money disappears faster now than it used to. The sixth reason is social pressure. This one is especially strong for teens. You see what other people buy. You see what your friends wear. You see what creators show. You see what looks cool, fun, or normal online. And slowly, you start feeling like you should spend too. Not because you need the thing, but because you want to keep up. That is a very expensive habit. Trying to match everyone else can wreck your money faster than bad luck ever will. Because now your spending is not based on and comparison never ends. There is always someone spending more than you. So if you keep spending just to keep up, your money will always feel like it is disappearing. Now let's talk about the fix. The first fix is to make your spending visible. You do not need a complex finance app or some complicated system. You just need to know where your money is going. Write down what you spend on for a few days. Even a basic note on your phone works. Once you see the pattern, the leaks become obvious. You may realize the problem is not one huge bad decision, it is 10 tiny ones. The second fix is to give every purchase a pause. Do not buy the second you feel like it. Pause first. Ask yourself, do I actually need this or do I just want it right now? That one question can save a lot of money. Most impulsive purchases die the moment you slow down. The third fix is to set a small limit for random spending. This is important because total restriction usually fails. If you try to go from spending a lot to spending nothing, you may end up quitting. Instead, give yourself a small amount for fun spending. That way you do not feel trapped, but you still stay in control. When the fun money is gone, the fun money is gone. That is a healthy rule. The fourth fix is to separate need money from want money. Need money is for important stuff. Want money is for extra stuff. If you mix them together, your budget gets messy. But when you separate them mentally, it becomes easier to make smarter decisions. You stop treating every purchase like an emergency. The fifth fix is to make saving automatic, even in a small way. You do not need a huge amount to start. Even a tiny amount saved consistently can build the habit. The goal is not just to save money. The goal is to become the kind of person who does not let money disappear without noticing. And that skill matters more than the amount at the start. A lot of teens think being broke is just normal. But often, it is not because they do not have money. It is because money keeps leaking out through small habits that never get checked. Once you understand that, things change. You stop blaming the amount. You start looking at the pattern. And once you fix the pattern, the money starts lasting longer. That is the real win. Not just having money, keeping it. If this video helped, subscribe for more simple money content that actually makes sense.